What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. And in this particular video, I'll be doing a quick review of Love and Hip Hop Season 1. What is this? Episode 7. And hopefully I'll be putting it up in the next couple days, y'all. So, shout out to my YouTube fam, my old new subscribers. If you're not subscribed, click that click that subscribe button, click the like button. Sorry, y'all, it's past midnight. But y'all get it, share this video. And let's get into the fuckery we all love and enjoy. Now, I liked if we could name the title of this episode, this is, I like to call, damn, y'all finally starting to get good as hell and shit. Because if y'all seen the previews for next week, okay, it seemed like they really trying to make sure, maybe they're saving the best for last. Because we haven't seen a couple of, seasons or franchise, out of the two before that sometimes we see the best happen to, the beginning of the episodes. But to me, it seemed like it's getting a little more interesting. So, let's cut into Ray J, also known as Why I Ain't Getting My Water. He is having a problem just getting bent and just drinking. Okay, remember, the Money Crew, he's sitting up here with a red hoodie and shit trying to attack Fabulous. Remember that time, y'all? So now we have it where he goes visit Yessie, whatever, because she not only does have a problem because basically we already know that he's fired Morgan, right? And he feels like she kind of helped her get fired or something like that, he was saying. But he already feels some type of way because he's like, he's a new turn up Ray J, and I don't know why his record's not being played. So his record is being shelved, so that's also another problem. So he basically goes to confront Yessie about, why you're not, playing my record, some of those lines. Because every time Ray J talks, don't you like think about your life decisions and stuff, like, you think other things important, what I want to eat today, stuff like that, what bills are due for the month. I don't know, Ray J's got that point where you just sit there and you just think about like, really, dude? So this week even point, like, really he's trying so hard, and I mean, to make himself, I don't know what he's trying to make himself, but he's trying to make himself something that's going not towards in his favor, okay? At least to most of us, okay? Is anybody checking for Ray J? I'm not saying the dude ain't got no talent under that, but his, attitude is just making him unlikable. But I can see why him and Sincere, okay, are buddies or whatever the fuck they are, because they have this I'm above beyond mentality and shit. And the only thing you... So anyway, y'all, sorry, had to switch memory cards. So anyways, Ray J, is, like I said, back to confronting Yessie about why she ain't playing the single. You know how Ray J turned up. Yeah, did he say it about at least 2-3 times? I don't know. I was following my nails then. So she basically, like, going with it. So, because she told us in the confessionals, like, sometimes it don't matter who it is. Something like, if it ain't, some singles she ain't getting to, or she don't feel it or something like that, then the singles ain't gonna get played. So Ray J is basically like, this with his hand, he wanted to find, like, I didn't want to rewind that part, y'all, whether or not he had his finger in her face, but it was like, you confronted her for what, bro? Because you won't play your single? Or whatever. I don't know how that, the entertainment business goes, especially in the radio industry, but I'm just saying it's like, she like, get your finger face. No, it's over here, whatever. He like, whatever, dog. Because he's talking about, what about I could take the song and play it out in the parking lot or some other bullshit, whatever, right? So he goes leaving, let's see, I stepped 2 steps back from her, and she basically like, we already can tell that bro is lit, okay, as usual, right? Probably had like, 2 shots, I don't know how many shots Patron, whatever, in there, whatever, I don't know. But, if y'all seen R&B season 1, I really paid attention to season 1, season 2, I think they had 2 seasons of her and that, I meant to say him and Brandy. I don't meant to say her. But, he a lot of times will come to meetings drunk as fuck. This has been an ongoing problem for years where he can, he ain't like he can balance obviously drinking and doing functioning regularly because of shit like this. So she got security guard. He was like, "Do you want? Is this how you want to feel?" You know, he all like this and stuff with the arm movement shit like that. You know, sometimes all this extra arm movement shit, you know, makes you more like, you know, like get your point across or scare somebody or get somebody's attention somehow. Like all this, you see what I'm saying? So, but you know, security guard, you know, just one little security guard wasn't like, you know, say Suge Knight size and nothing like that. He just scattered away. He was like, you know, just took him away. Then when it come back, I think from commercial break, we see all the fake media press, you know, because of copyright things or whatever, and probably, you know, didn't get permission for it. But you know, remember, Ray J got arrested for supposedly smacking, feeling some woman's booty at the bar. All this other stuff. He kicked in or spit in the cop's face, and you know, kicking in the back of their car, or you know, the car or window, whatever, talking about fuck your seat or fuck your couch or whatever the else he probably will say. I don't know. Okay, so he, you know, gets picked up by his manager or something like that, I think, you know, because he had to tell us, I never been to jail before, but that was 9 hours, and I don't want to ever do that again. You know, he's basically like, he's worried about how his family gonna see, how disappointment and Princess Love Boat, whatever her name is, and all this other stuff is gonna think about that. But he's not, of course, relating to what the problem is. So his boy Cash, who seems to be kind of one of the most sensible people as far as like buddies of his that we seen, who's his manager, you know, he is like, you know, you're not gonna put yourself involved, paying attention, like, okay, you didn't get riled up at this such and such, you didn't get riled at the party, you're not gonna say, you know, Bridget, no, everything is everybody else's fault, okay? I think he'll blame his shadow before he would blame himself. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's like, because you know, he got that Peter Pan mentality shit. He never want to grow up and shit. And I don't know why they all thought about that. Sorry, y'all. I told you last night. But you get what I'm saying is, it's like the immaturity value is. Shit, he's about, hey, in his 30s already? Shit. Nigga, you. I'm just saying. So, his mentality, I don't want to grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid, continues to follow to this day. And then Cash, I think, ends up contacting, or Tierra or me contacts, and vice versa. And they're basically talking. And Cash says, you know, like Ray J is basically the way, you know, he's talking. Because, you know, Ray J also had informed us that he makes it seem like he didn't know that supposedly this woman was made up. And then the police officer came to him, was like, you know, you ain't going to fire, something like that. Basically going to do citizen's arrest. And then, you know, his way was basically like resisting. Next thing we know, he, you know, spitting out bodily fluids and shit from his mouth and all this other stuff and kicking in the window. You know, that's what the thing Cash was telling about. Like, basically, like, you need to think about how you doing shit, bro. So, and you know how Ray just like, you know, my lawyer got to look into it. So, fast forward, and when Cash is talking to me, whatever, you know, Terry me's like, we broke up, whatever, but you know, she still is kind of concerned about her, or, you know, that part you can't let go, whatever. So, because, you know, did y'all notice also too, Cash when I say some shit about, you know, he was on some Detroit shit. You know, Ray J on some Detroit shit. I'm just saying, Cash, you okay? Detroit ain't the only ones on some shit like that. I'm just saying, but okay. Just let y'all know if y'all never know. Yeah, I am from Detroit. Okay, I'm Detroit. Okay, so, anyways, we're going back fast forward now. Terry wants to go visit him, just see how I was doing. And basically, you know, because Cash was like, you know, remember Cash saying about, you know, sometimes a thing could be like we're a revolving door, and sometimes it stop, and then you late for it to go in, and the door before it crashes on you, it might hit your ass, and then you decide to go in when it's an open opportunity, revolving door, something, revolving door, or something like that, or sometimes there's feelings there, whatever, and then, you know, Terry agrees, so she sees Ray J, right, he up here, I guess, in the studio, and you know, Terry didn't notice his eyes a little glossy, look a little ice skatish, you know what I'm saying? When, you know, ice melt a little bit, and when they polish the ice, the ice skate is just looking a little glossy, okay? And she's basically saying he talk about certain stuff, you know, she is concerned about him, and but we do need to like some about apologies made, and she include like apology needs to be made to me about how you did me. You know, Ray J thinking like in his head like, okay, first you want your stuff, I gave you stuff, so you mad because the way I brought it? That was some bitch shit, okay? That was some bitch assness, as Diddy, Puff Daddy, John, whatever the fuck he is this week would say. Okay, so what we're saying is, it's like you came in purposely, whoever Instagram or put you on Google search or put a point pin, whatever the hell she was at, you attention was on some stuff and had no reason to come at her the way that you did. But you know, like again, he's one of those people who won't fault everybody but himself, and he's not in that mode to take responsibility for his own actions and his own fuckery. Okay, so Tara May's like, okay, you doing apologize, but again, Terry's like, you're not gonna apologize. No, I'm not gonna apologize. You probably just sit like this in the corner. I ain't gonna apologize. It's your fault. Because that's how Ray J is approaching, like, either bitch assness or big ass kid or child, okay? Get this nigga a lollipop, okay? Because that's what the fuck he acting like. Just a big ass kid, alright? So, anyways, we go back to, she's even saying, like, how she been there. Something like talking about the relationship. Now he's claiming, like, Tara May was basically nothing but on and off again, a type of like fuck buddy or friends with benefit type of thing. He was never the girl. He don't even have to answer her because that's not his girl anyway. And Tara May is like, she can understand he's an asshole because she's an asshole too. Now that's what she liked about him. But there's lovable assholes. In this case, you just got a flat out asshole. You could just, it's zero fucks given, okay, as far as like with this situation, alright? That's what we see. So as far as her trying to work out whatever she is, or even trying to like, put closure, okay? She may want to put closure on it and whatever, but he ain't. He's just like, whatever done. She's all in the past, whatever. And she walks out. It was basically one of them type of things. So, did Ray J single get out? Did y'all even see? I mean, not even on the blogs. I mean, I don't usually go to many blogs, but did they have at least a free download or a full live stream or something? I've been listening to the radio more and I haven't heard it. Okay. So anyways, next story. Let's get the Nia Riley Soulja Boy thing out the way. Nia Riley has actually, there's only been one sister out of all the sisters that she has that knew about Soulja Boy. And she's finally telling the other family members about it. They're like, okay, she says 24. And they're like, okay, you're already a boy. And they just looking like, are you serious about women? What is dad gonna think? So one day she talked about Soulja Boy out eating, I guess they had like big ass Patron shots, some shots, okay, it was some white liquor that looked like it was in that glass. And she's just, about meeting, talking about Soulja Boy meeting the dad. Soulja, she let him know, like, he been in your life. Because Soulja Boy was like, why you never told anybody about money? It had to be about the cheating thing, stuff like that. But it was that only reason, trying to find out the actually deaf reason. And, she just was like, when she felt he was serious, then she would tell something about it. So, him to the fam. And they talking, whatever, talking. And he's really worried about, he wants to meet the father's proof. You ready to settle down, got child locks and everything, proof and gates and everything for the baby. So he ready to settle down, supposedly Nia, right? And she let him know, like, I've been in tours, stuff, my daddy stuff. So she kind of like knows what possibly, what Soulja Boy might used to done, or could be possibly doing. I don't know if they still together now, whatever, right? Okay. But, we go to the next scene. We see Taylor Ryder coming out. I don't know why the hell the first time I thought about Taylor Ryder, I thought about some of his greatest hits with Blackstreet, and somehow, I don't know why the hell I thought about Rum Shaker. I don't know where my mind was to say, but I haven't heard that Rum Shaker in a long time. But that used to be the shit, y'all. And when he was with Guy, especially, what was that song? Peace of My Love. Like I said, I'm sorry, y'all. He just, if y'all know Taylor Ryder, look him up. Google. So anyways, he goes and talks, and he's like, okay, hi, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. When he finally meets with them, I think another time to say. Then he's like, okay, now, how about you go over there, and me and Soulja Boy are going to have a talk. And he basically asked, like, how did she meet? They meet. He said, like, when his boys was a DJ, and he been loving her ever since. Did you hit it? Did you hit it first night? Stuff like that. And he was like, Soulja Boy had to think about it. I kind of, didn't he say admit it? I wish I could say I lied, say no. I wish to say no. In other words, you tat that ass first night, okay? And Taylor Ryder just let her know, like, I just want to be serious, serious, look out for my dog, look at my grandbaby type of situation. I know I've been that lifestyle. I don't know if you say still living that, but I mean, he knows what that lifestyle like. You've been on the road, and sometimes give some of the audience members, a private show and stuff. And by the way, I don't know about y'all, but I was kind of hilarious when Soulja Boy found out how many kids. It was kind of thinking, but even though they've been on and off again, even 8 years, even though it's been on and off, He knows he didn't even know how many damn siblings she had, considering they been. Okay, never mind. Okay, it was like Harley barely no information. It made it seem like, was they mostly just fucking all the time? Because he didn't seem to know shit about her. Okay, so it just like he knows shit about the family. I don't know. So he even said like Taylor Rising was doing more than producing hits. I don't know. But Soulja Boy made his case like, I just want to take my time. I'm serious. I'm just thinking about getting this money, coming home about my girl. I'm serious. I'm serious about what I'm trying to do with her. So next situation is, we didn't see Fizz and nothing like that. We'll save the Young Berg situation last, whatever, right? So, the third scenario was Omarion and April going to, midwife and practice, kind of like a Lamont's class, practicing for the birth, whatever. And they basically have a talk, and he reminded that he said, he already talked to his mom and believes that she should give an apology to her. And so all of a sudden, Jake talk about that for a second, and did she, about Nana his Nana had help, help her, help bring, Marion to this world, whatever, and she want to continue things. So they, take minutes, and then they go to this conversation about the circumcision of the baby. He still want to be circumcised, and then April goes into telling us like, Marion isn't circumcised. And you know what? I was kind of disappointed. You know why? Because them dick pics of Omarion, I seen in 2013, they've been luring around, right? But as long as I thought that was Omarion's real dick pic, and I'm like, that dick is circumcised. Sorry, y'all be graphic, but that's what the hell I'm talking about. So to find out that around this time that he doesn't have circumcision, means that was Photoshop. I know people were saying that wasn't real, but I had fault. So anyways, because, she's letting know, like, you get circumcised, if the baby gets circumcised, you to get that circumcised too. Because she's talking about how big it is, but I guess sometimes it's uncomfortable that, I guess, they have sex or something like that because of his circumcision, I guess, sensitivity, and she prayed. I don't know, they just talking about, they were trying to have sex, I guess, wherever the hell they were at in the place. I don't know, it was just too much going on, okay? Because Omarion also says, like, he's probably thinking about, he's thinking about, if his son get that done, I guess he can think about it. But at the same time, he, is like, I don't know, I might think about that later. So April ends up meeting with Mario's mom. And Mario's mom first didn't, they had discussion. She first didn't understand, like, okay, basically, what I have to apologize for. And April was like, you're basically saying to me, like, I'm not a good mother. And she was like, well, you have to make sacrifices and stuff, whatever. And you went on tour and you're 2 months pregnant. She was like, okay, that's fine. Could you not, basically they said, like, okay, first of all, you're not checking my cooch out. Second of all, I can go on tour if I want to. That's a sacrifice. I'm going on the road. She basically saying, like, she just stay in the road. But it just seemed like she was just trying to find ways to sit here and say, like, that, that she's not a good mother. And, is this still up for debate, or is Omarion and April still together? I haven't heard anything besides not the major blogs about if they're still together, because, supposedly Marion's mom's the one told him that baby ain't his, and how that DNA stuff is going on about, they supposedly broke up because she didn't want to take a DNA test, because the baby don't look nothing like him, and she felt something, she said, hell no, to the DNA test. And so, anyways, I guess they had a better understanding. Like, she didn't mean to sit here and say, like, she has 4 kids on her own, and she didn't mean to come off, I guess, like being an asshole or a bitch that I guess she's, whatever she's appearing. She didn't say that exact word, y'all. But she's like, she really wants to be helping. She felt, and April realized she does want his mom to be there. Just want to make a long, short speech, or to understand it is. She didn't mean to come off the way. She does want to help April out, I guess. And they move on, and I think Omarion's mom and April finally hugged it, but they finally, like, settled differences. Like, basically Leslie is taking, and I don't think she flat out just, did she apologize? But I guess they came to an understanding, like, for this, I guess, for sake of the baby. But did you notice what she said? This is, instead of just saying, like, this is Omarion's first child, you're his first child's mother or something like that. I guess she already has in the works and knows, like, he will have other, this will be her first grandbaby, but it won't be the first, child's mom, or she prefers the baby mom or whatever. Cause she said, did she say that, like, this will be her first, this is her first child's mom, and I'm thinking, like, you just predict, okay, he may only have one child, might be where I'm just saying, she already has it, like, it works, like, you Okay. So anyways, let's go to the last scenario. Again, we see Hazel-E and Young Berg in the studio, and they seem to be better. Their business relationship is far. Hazel-E sounds great back in the studio again after, unfortunately, she's getting her way together, all this other stuff, getting back, trying to get herself back out there. And Young Berg is all like this. I think it was flirty and touching with something like that. Sorry, y'all. I was looking at something else at the moment, but all of a sudden, Young Berg's like, okay, the relationship is better as far as business wise, of them being friends. And then he basically told about he may want to, she may like him in some way. It seems like Young Berg is taking the opportunity since you get it, if I give you the beats, can I beat it up? That's pretty much what I'm starting to get, because he's starting to look at Hazel-E like that's going to be, she going to be, fucking for tracks, whatever. I don't know what the hell he's on, okay? But Hazel-E is like, okay, whatever you're on, or you trying to be flirtatious, whatever. I mean, I think she's saying it's confessionals. Like, we're just strictly business, whatever, all right? So, anyways, because Robert's like worried about I think he brought up something about Ray J, but he's saying maybe opportunity, whatever. I wonder if Young Berg and Hazel-E get it back together. Will Ray J? I mean, if they do end up together like that, will Ray J make I Hit It First remix? Okay. Anyways, so he later on, Hazel-E is in the studio. Young Berg a couple weeks prior to gave her some beats when I looking. And Hazel-E keeps saying, oh, I'm over this just about the business. But Masika's in the studio with her. And then Masika's like, okay, this even proves probably how delusional she really is in confessionals. Because she's sitting here, I'm your chick from day one. You don't know about me, son. I'm in love with you. I sent you custom-made Valentines with construction paper, with glitter and crayons, red and pink from day one. Okay. Oh, we're doing it. Okay, sorry, y'all. But that's pretty much what the hell she giving us. So she's talking about, even though it's not about business, she wants to show like he'll probably know, but her success is best revenge. But you're trying to get, if it's revenge, then you should just rap the best of your ability, but don't sit here and make it focused about this invisible relationship that y'all don't have. And even Masika's just like, okay, are you sure? Okay, whatever, But the confessional, she's like, okay, this bitch is cray, okay? But she does bring up about Nikki Baby coming there to the photo shoot and still about the possibility that she hasn't clicked on that she's basically doing business with somebody, on one of her family's properties or whatever, the billboard, or, the man is renting property from Nikki's family, whatever. She said the best revenge is served. And, that's what I'm saying. Hazel's revenge is making a love song. That's really getting over Young Berg, ain't it? Okay. So later on, she's in the car. She's finally seen, she's trying to get some dial up, and she's going to see Young Berg, and they in the car, whatever. She let him, I guess, listen to some of the track, saying mastering nothing yet. And it's some like I said, that 4-page letter type of thing. And Young Berg, again, she didn't know how he was going. I don't know if she knew that he was going to take it in some type of way. But again, that just makes it worse, because it's like this. Young Bergers are like this. I already got somebody to replace you for Thursday, and I might get an afternoon bonus if I get Hazel-E, But he's like, what the hell? You've never been my bitch. I don't know. I mean, some women do like to be called in general, and sometimes that's like dangerous. But I mean, that's what he views females as, I guess, bitches. And she's like, what? Again, like she getting mad about the same thing, and it's kind of almost the same thing. It seemed like in a weird way that both her and Hazel-E are in a situation. I think Ray J might have, claimed, at least, did he ever claim Hazel-E? But I'm just saying they're both in situations that have been on and off again. It's like about three damn relationships that have been on and off again for several goddamn years, and there was never no clarity of being a real or main, even being a main chick, but not, I don't know, just too much, okay? But he let her know, like, you were never my bitch, going with this, whatever. I'm tired of this shit, blah, blah, blah. And, whatever, like, I'm done, whatever. I guess even doing business with her right now. And she like, what? Whatever, type of thing. And now, so she basically, like, she knows dudes in the street. I'm basically going to make her life live in hell type of talk, whatever. And he's just like, whatever, blah, blah, and I think she pushes him. Security comes. Her purse was still in there, so he takes all her stuff and dumps it out onto the ground. and whatever. But you know, now she supposedly is like, there's a target on Young Berg right now, because she like, you know, you think he gonna feel it and stuff like, you know, like this, but it's gonna be more than this chain taking. I'm just like, okay, is that another reference to Detroit indirectly? Because, you know, that's when his chain got snapped, was in Detroit. Okay, well, y'all, but that's pretty much it ends. Like, and she still, if she has opportunity, will be that, but as soon as, if she sees him again, but if as soon as he piss off somehow, then she be ready to threaten his ass or kicking his ass, whatever again. So now, Hazel is like, you know, he's on her list, but who knows how many times that happened, because Young Berg was not phased by it, and to a certain point, you know, I can't, he's an asshole too, whatever, and not real likable at a certain point. It's like, dude, you should have ended that a couple years ago too, because I'm just doubt that this is not the first time this shit has happened, that y'all yo go back and forth like this. Okay, whatever, you know, you better hope that she don't know your address and be peeping through your window. I'm just saying, that's how it's going. But anyway, y'all have a pleasant weekend, pleasant night, pleasant morning. Enjoy the rest of y'all week, and I'll see y'all next video. Hopefully I put this one on. I know I keep hard-headed to keep saying that, but yeah. Alright, take care, y'all.